What Musk is doing is literally getting his hands on the levers of power and of money within the American government machine in a way that no American presidential team has ever tried to do before.
Yes! This is what victory feels like.
The shift from populism towards fascism often happens under the guise of acting according to the law, following proper procedures. So there's also other stuff going on. You get the Justice Department issuing letters saying that the reason they're doing something is they're seeking to overturn a 1935 precedent set by the Supreme Court. You have Harvard lawyers coming out, it's a guy called Ben Bauer and Jack Goldsmith, saying that actually what the regime is doing is good faith test cases to challenge the Supreme Court. And you've got other legal scholars in the US saying, no, this seems to be going far beyond this, that actually they're challenging fundamentally separation of power, free speech, equal justice under the law.
In that list of people that you mentioned, of course, the other one whose name keeps coming up is Orban. And Vance is a massive admirer of Orban, is openly saying that one of the best things Orban did when he came in was take on the universities, take on the courts, take on the media. And it's hard to think they're not doing something similar. Just on the courts again, Rory, the other thing which I find amazing, remember when we were in Chicago, I bumped into Eric Adams, the mayor of New York.
Yes.
Who was up to his neck in all sorts of stuff. Now it turns out that because he's been saying very nice things about Donald Trump, and because he's basically been saying he supports Trump's crackdown on this, that and the other, illegal immigration, etc., the Department of Justice has basically said, we've got to drop this case against Eric Adams. And several US attorneys have now resigned, including some of them who are avowed open conservatives, Republicans. And this is now creating a real mess. And Trump has now backpedaled and basically said, I've never said that you should let Adams off. This is all going to, I think, unravel fairly quickly. But meanwhile, this is the thing that people keep sort of emailing you and me and others and saying, meanwhile,